Have I ever connected with dead celebrities as a psychic medium? This was such a good question from a dear friend of mine. And yes, I have. Let's talk about my favorite time that this happened, which was totally spontaneous, which was so cool. And by the way, general PSA, I generally don't recommend you go to mediums or trust mediums that talk to celebrities. Like, I can kind of connect to anybody, but I try not to. I try to leave the dead alone unless it's in a client reading. And if that client has a connection with a celebrity, then, and I can pull forward evidence, like, that's cool. But otherwise, I just try to like leave people alone. Souls have things to do on the other side. So in this scenario, I was sitting with my son in the car, and this was right around Martin Luther King Day, so great timing here. It was probably a year or two ago. And he's sitting in the car with me, and he's like, Mom, why didn't Rosa Parks just like give up her seat on the bus? And I, like, as a mom, by the way, he was like 8 at the time, so apologies if this offends you, but it was a general good 8-year-old question. And in my mind, I was just like, oh boy, how do I answer this one? And out of nowhere, I hear in my head the voice of Rosa Parks saying, you tell that young man that I did what I thought was right. And it was accent, everything. Out of nowhere, her voice in my head. So I was chuckling. I told him exactly what she said. She thought she was doing what she was right. And he just kept talking, and I kind of left it at that. Like, I ended up checking in with her later and saying, hi, thanks for coming. Chatted with her for a little bit. But the most wild part about this whole situation is I was like, did that just happen? Was that real? And I went and found a visiting video of Rosa Parks online after that, and she sounded exactly the same as she sounded in my head. And it was wild. So there's my celebrity story for you, with Rosa Parks stopping by to school my son on why she became a civil rights leader for the country and for like the movement, which is so cool. So yeah, there we go. Other than that, I've talked to a few other celebrities, but I think Rosa Parks is definitely my favorite. And I do kind of check in on her once in a while because she's cool as shit.